plane ticket, you turn a lot of power over to the airline, and that's become apparent with the horrific video out this week of a man being dragged off a United Airlines flight for not giving up his seat, which raises the question, what are your rights as a passenger? Fox 47's Scott Wolchuk talked with an attorney to find out.
This man literally dragged off a plane by security guards when it was overbooked. According to attorney Sam Sinus, United Airlines had the right to ask him to leave because when you buy a plane ticket, you're entering a contract to obey the airline's rules.
People must understand that the contracts they're entering into these days contain all sorts of provisions that we don't bother to read.
He says you give up a lot of rights in the contract, and unfortunately, there's not much you can do regarding the rules.
People might be disappointed to find out that they really don't have much legal action that they can pursue against an airline.
However, there's what he calls the Passenger's Bill of Rights, a set of protections that apply to all airline passengers. Most involve getting reimbursed.
When you are asked to be bumped from a flight, you can demand up to $1,300 to be removed from that flight.
If your flight was canceled, you have the right to.
All right, we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty this morning. They say if you feel your rights are violated, start by talking to the person at the service desk and then their manager. If that doesn't work out, you can also address the Passenger Service Department or file a complaint with the Federal Aviation Administration. All right, Beverly, it's now time to get a check of that weather outside. You know, there's a lot of people who are planning their flights, planning their vacations, but you might not need to do that right now with how nice it is this weekend.
Exactly. Temperatures are going to be heating up very nicely for us, especially through the weekend too, but right now certainly not the case. Sitting in the 40s for many of us who are still tucked away under the cloud cover. 43 in Lansing, 42 for Mason and Charlotte. Meanwhile, in Hillsdale cleared out their skies. They're sitting at 36 degrees. We do have mostly cloudy skies stretched across a good portion of the viewing area. Our southern tier counties have cleared out thanks to high pressure building back into the region. So that is actually going to erode away the cloud cover and pave the way to a mostly sunny and yet warmer day. High temperatures will be topping out in the upper 50s. We have more warmth in our extended forecast and also a couple shots of seeing some rain showers. So I'll have those details in a few bits.
Thanks so much, Beverly. All right, coming up after the break, more right here on Fox 47. You're going to want to stay with us. Here's what's coming up after that break.
Republicans win a closely watched election seen as a referendum on the Trump presidency. I'm Jackie Ibanez in New York. Those details straight ahead.
You're watching Fox 47 Morning News at 7.
President Trump takes a tougher stance on Russia and Syria as his Secretary of State makes a visit to Moscow. This while Republicans defend their seat in a Kansas congressional district. Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez has the latest details.
Republicans hold on to a congressional seat in a special election in Kansas to replace Mike Pompeo, who is now leading the CIA. Republicans are calling the win for Ron Estes a referendum on President Trump.
The Democrats have one message, which is we're the party of no and an obstruction right now, and I don't think that's the winning message.
Meanwhile, Mr. Trump is defending his decision to bomb Syria after President Bashar al-Assad used chemical weapons against his own people.
We're not going into Syria, but when I see people using horrible, horrible chemical weapons, which they agreed not to use under the Obama administration, but they violated it.
This comes as Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is in Moscow as he tries to put pressure on Russia to back away from its ally, Syria.
We don't see yet from this administration how they're going to try to put that pressure on Russia.
But some analysts believe Russia knows what's in its own interest and needs Syria in order to maintain its military bases there.
I'm always a little bit wary about American Secretary of State or Defense trying to instruct the Russians on what's in the Russian national interest. I would think that the Russians have a better idea of that.
Conservative analysts believe the missile strike in Syria also sends a message to North Korea, even as it pushes forward with its nuclear program.
Would-be aggressors have to recalculate what the United States is willing to do and how far it's willing to go in order to defend its interests. And so I think it makes conflict less likely.
Secretary Tillerson is not expected to meet with President Vladimir Putin while in Russia. In New York, Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is under fire this morning once again for comments he made about Adolf Hitler. During his daily White House press briefing yesterday, Spicer was talking about Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's use of chemical weapons when he said that Hitler, quote, didn't even sink to chemical weapons, unquote. That comment sparking immediate backlash, with many noting Hitler gassed millions of Jews in concentration camps during the Holocaust. Spicer is now apologizing.
I'm absolutely sorry, especially during a week like this, to make a comparison that is inappropriate and inexcusable. Well, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm owning up to it, and you know, this is obviously I would expect, or I'd hope that everyone understands that we all make mistakes and ask for forgiveness.
Now, despite apologizing, many are calling for Spicer to be fired, including House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi and the Anne Frank Center. 8 years ago, Republican Congressman Joe Wilson got national attention for yelling "You lie" at President Obama during a national congressional address. Wilson later apologized, but now his constituents are giving him a taste of his own medicine. While talking about the Affordable Care Act at a town hall in South Carolina Monday, Wilson was drowned out with loud boos and his own famous words. Take a listen.
Of course we have climate change, but I don't believe that human activity is
Several Republican politicians have faced angry town halls since President Trump was elected. Wilson says he is grateful to represent his constituents, even if they don't always agree. After attacking 2 dogs, a husky sentenced to be euthanized gets a pardon from Maine Governor Paul LePage. But that may not be enough to save her life. Last year, the husky named Dakota escaped her fenced-in yard and attacked and killed the neighbor's dog. A judge ordered Dakota's owner to keep her fenced in and on a leash and muzzled when out for walks, but authorities say the owner violated that order when Dakota got out again, attacking the same family's new dog. A judge then ordered Dakota to be put down, but Governor LePage issued a pardon, arguing the Humane Society said Dakota could be adopted by a different owner. However, yesterday, a judge ruled the euthanasia stands despite the governor's pardon.
The governor doesn't have the power to issue a pardon in this case.
The judge ordered now requires Dakota to be euthanized within 48 hours unless attorneys file an appeal. All right, let's go ahead and turn things over to Beverly for a check of that weather.
You want to grab the sunglasses before you walk out the door this morning. The sunshine does return for us today. Right now, most of us tucked away under the cloud cover, extending from Ithaca all the way to Mason, Jackson, Marshall, and Hillsdale. The cloud cover has cleared out. So as a result, temperatures there in the mid-30s, sitting at 36 degrees in Hillsdale and Marshall, respectively. 43, though, in Lansing, and 42 degrees in Mason at this moment in time. We have a west-northwesterly wind running between about 5 and 10 miles per hour, so it's creating a bit of a chill in the air this morning, but you know what? Plenty of sunshine's on the way, and it's really going to help to heat things up for us. So through the 10 o'clock hour, we're looking at the mid-40s with a westerly wind encompassing the region for a good portion of the day today, but notice it's pretty light, running between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. Temperatures towards lunchtime in the low 50s and highs near 60 today. The area high pressure is just off to our west-southwest. That is helping to erode away the cloud cover. We also do have some shower chances tucked away off to our west-southwest as well behind this area high pressure. So through the 10 o'clock hour, all is quiet, all is dry. We'll still see a few clouds around through the 10 o'clock hour until lunchtime. We clear all of that out thanks to that high pressure, but you know what? The clear skies will be short-lived, because as we head into tonight, the cloud cover thickens up all ahead of our next storm system that's set to arrive just in time for our Thursday. That's the area low pressure that is currently out towards the central plains. It will be pushing eastward, and it'll bring some rain showers for us on Thursday. Now keep in mind, it is not going to be a washout sort of day for us on Thursday. These are going to be very hit and miss showers, rather going to be isolated across the region. Temperatures will remain fairly steady. We're looking at highs for Thursday in the upper 50s still. We have warmer air to talk about for Friday, and you know what? Friday's a quiet day before more showers and thunderstorms move in for the first half of our weekend. So 59 for us today, mostly sunny, certainly going to be a warmer one for us. The cloud cover increases tonight. It should still be dry. The overnight low tumbles near 42 degrees. A few hit-miss rain showers on tap for Thursday. Temperatures remain in the upper 50s, and then the 60s are on the way for Friday with partly cloudy skies. Looking ahead to the weekend, it looks like the first half of the weekend we're going to be dodging a few showers and thunderstorms, but notice temperatures surge into the low 70s. We have plenty of sunshine to end our weekend, though.
So much, Beverly. Coming up, we have what's trending, everything going viral right here on Fox 47. Stay with us.
You're watching Fox 47 Morning News at 7.
Welcome back to Fox 47. Now trending this morning, a worker at a Massachusetts hotel gets a slithery surprise while cleaning a room. A 5-foot python left in a drawer. The staff member at the Marriott residence in Worcester found the snake last week and called animal control. The 2-year-old python was left in the room by its owner, who checked out the night before. The hotel manager says they tried to locate the man, but he gave a fake name and just disappeared. The python was then taken to a tropical fish store.
He was a little restless when he first got here. When I first reached in to get him, I got bit on my fingers. I knew it wasn't a venomous snake, so it really didn't scare me all that much.
Abandoning animals is a crime in Massachusetts, and police are now on the hunt for the snake's owner. The tropical fish store is now looking to get the snake into a new home. The Miami Marlins got a little surprise visitor during their home opener against the Atlanta Braves last night. A cat found his way into Marlins Park, which delayed the 6th inning. A Marlins outfielder tried to help the kitty cat, but it ran up the outfield wall. Instead, once the kitty was safely, once the kitty was safely outside, the game, of course, continued. You're gonna have to find out a better name for that cat. Oh, one more, just kind of one more. Okay, if you're a 90s kid, we've got some good news for you this morning. The original Tamagotchi toy is being re-released. The virtual little pet has been brought back before in updated forms, but the new release brings you back to simple black and white displays with the original 6 characters. The only difference, the newest ones are a little bit smaller. Now, the only catch, they're only officially available in Japan for now. They cost about $18, same as they did back in the day. Are you brave enough to try this swimming pool? Check it out. At an apartment complex in downtown Houston, this video shows a swimmer walking on the pool's 8-inch thick plexiglass bottom, which, by the way, also extends 10 feet away from the 40th floor of the Market Square Tower. The pool opened last fall and is only available to residents at the apartment. Oh my gosh, that would scare me. First came the shock and now the fallout. The officer is on leave and United CEO is under fire because of a viral video that shows a man being violently removed from an overbooked flight. Now, as most with controversies, the internet is responding accordingly. Jeannie Mose reports.
Talk about turbulence. United better fasten its seatbelt. Attacked on Twitter, bored as a doctor, leave as a patient. We put the hospital in hospitality. Parodied on late night.
If we say you fly, you fly. If not, tough.
This movie clip from Airplane has taken off.
Everything's ready.
The word of the week is reaccommodate, as in we can reaccommodate you the easy way or the hard way. Mottos like we have first class, business class, and no class. You have to admit that's a lot of leg room. United Airlines introduces new cabin class, Fight Club. And check out the reimagined safety instructions. Please cover your head and brace yourself for a beating. Old commercials are being turned into mashups.
Performing together with a single united purpose.
Oh, this is wrong. Oh my God! Look at what you did to them!
That's what makes the world's leading airline flyer-friendly.
There are parody ads from other airlines. Southwest, we beat the competition, not you. And an actual, real ad from Emirates Airlines. Mocking United with its own slogan. And this became Comply With Me.
And if you resist, we'll beat you so badly, you'll be using your own face as a flotation device.
United is now the one taking a beating, and it's the internet that's unfriendly.
All right, now it's time to go ahead and get a check on that weather. Beverly?
Well, the cloud cover is eroding away for us, and we're going to tap into plenty of sunshine today to help heat our temperatures up. Certainly not the case at this moment in time. 43 degrees in Lansing, 42 in Charlotte, 41 in Jackson, where they have clear skies. They are in the mid-30s. Talking about Marshall and Hillsdale. But you know what? We're all going to see sunshine today. High pressure is just off to our west-southwest. It is building into the area, paving the way to a nice, pleasant day. Low 50s on the way for lunchtime, and high temperatures will be topping out near 59 degrees this afternoon with a nice and light westerly breeze. The cloud cloud cover increases tonight. The overnight low tumbles into the low 40s. We do have a storm system off to our west. That'll push into the area and bring a few rain showers. Certainly not a washout whatsoever for Thursday. Upper 50s and low 60s on the way for Friday. And looking ahead to the weekend, the first half, we're going to have to dodge some showers and thunderstorms, but plenty of sunshine awaits us on Sunday.
Thanks, Beverly. We're going to throw it over to our friends on the Morning Blend, but we'll be right back here at 8 o'clock, so stay with us.
You're watching Fox 47 Morning News at 7.
On the Blend this morning, we have with us Julie and Kathy, who's with Child and Family Charities. Welcome to the Blend.
Thank you for having us.
So Child and Family Charities has been serving the children and youth and families in mid-Michigan since 1911. That's tremendous. Can you tell us a little more about your history in the community?
Yeah, we have an amazing history in this community, and we started as Children's Aid Society, and back in the 1900s there was an orphan train that used to run from the East Coast across the United States, and it would stop here in Michigan.
Wow.
And they would put these children up for adoption, and they were homeless children who came from the East Coast cities who were abused and neglected, and the Children's Aid Society surrounded those children as a community effort to find families for them.
Wow.
And so just as kind of our roots started, Child and Family Charities has evolved over time to respond to the ever-changing needs of this community.
Right.
And today we serve over 7,000 children, families, and youth in the area through a variety of programs and services in the areas of prevention, education, outreach, and follow-up services.
Right. When you talk about prevention, I know that April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Kathy, what kind of events are happening with that?
Well, on April 27th on Thursday from 11 to 1 at the Capitol, there will be a rally for Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Day. Children's Trust Fund puts it on, and there's a rally, then there's speakers, there's a procession where the children go with the pinwheels to plant. These pinwheels are representation of a child's life.
Wow.
A child's life should be happy, not hurtful. So that's what the children will do, and they'll actually have a procession.
And what are you doing to help prevent child abuse?
Well, part of Child Abuse Prevention Services, we operate Family Growth Center, which is a real unique opportunity here in Lansing. We're the only respite child care center option for parents in crisis who need a break from daily stressors. Right. Families can take their children for a half-day program to a licensed child care environment that provides safe and nurturing care provided by qualified teachers. We present workshops on safe sleep, shaken baby syndrome, and at the Family Growth Center we're dedicated to increasing family stability. Increasing emotional and mental wellness, supporting parents in crisis, and ultimately decreasing child abuse and neglect.
Wow, okay. Real quickly, if we want to reach you, how do we do that?
Go to our website, childandfamily.org, or we are also launching a social media campaign. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we just joined Snapchat.
All right.
So please find us.
Well, thank you for what you're doing, and we appreciate it, and we're going to put your information on the screen too. So thanks for coming with us today.
Thank you.
That's all so much for now on the Morning Blend. Thanks for joining us. Make it a great day.
Today on Fox 47 Morning News at 7.
Welcome. Breaking this morning, an apartment fire in Lansing where the blaze got started coming up. And will Lansing remain a sanctuary city? We have the latest on the protests that sparked the opposition to that proposal. And White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is under fire this morning. We explain all on Fox 47. Stay with us.
Live, local, Fox 47 Morning News at 7 starts now.
All right, welcome to Fox 47 Morning News. The time is now 8 o'clock, and it is a perfect time to get a check of that weather. Beverly.
It's actually going to be a great looking day for us here in mid-Michigan. We're finally going to see some sunshine and enjoy a little bit of warmth too. Certainly not the case at this moment in time. Temperatures are sitting right near 42 degrees in Lansing, Mason, and Charlotte. Meanwhile, in the mid-30s for Marshall and Hillsdale due to the fact that the cloud cover has cleared out there while the rest of us are still tucked away under the clouds. But don't worry, an area high pressure will continue to erode the cloud cover away and pave the way to a mostly sunny day for us as temperatures heat up into the upper 50s. We have more warmth in our extended forecast, and we are tracking a few shower and thunderstorm chances as well, so stay tuned for that.
Thanks so much, Beverly. First on Fox this morning, a fire broke out overnight at a Lansing apartment complex. Firefighters were called to the scene near the corner of Pennsylvania Avenue and East Saginaw Tuesday night around 11:30. Smoke could be seen coming from one of the apartments. We're working to find out exactly what happened. We'll let you know what we find out.